This is the point where the Fraser River converges with the ocean. This enchanting location serves as a meeting ground not only for the natural elements, but also for two vibrant cities, the city of Vancouver and the city of Richmond. Moreover, it holds profound historical importance for the Musqueam First Nation, whose ancestral presence in this area extends back millennia. Today, we embark on a journey to delve into a fraction of their rich heritage and learn about the remarkable history of this place. Lemmetellya. Situated at the mouth of the Fraser River, Iona Island, also known as Huayayat in the traditional language of the Musqueam First Nation, Hunkaminam, finds itself flanked by significant locations. To the north lies one of the Musqueam reserves and the vibrant South Vancouver community. On the southern side, you'll encounter Sea Island, home to the Vancouver International Airport, and Lulu Island, more commonly recognized as Richmond. Welcome to Iona Beach Regional Park, our current destination. During the creation of this video, I encountered a few obstacles that added to the adventure. Firstly, I relied on the generosity of my good friend Carlos, who lent me his bicycle. This enabled me to navigate the Iona Jetty much more efficiently than on foot. Secondly, while online resources provided factual information about this place, historical details are scarce. I had to delve deep into my research to uncover intriguing historical facts. Lastly, I couldn't incorporate copyrighted historic imagery into the video due to restrictions. However, I will include the sources in the description for you to explore at your convenience. Now, join me on this ride as we uncover captivating tidbits about the fascinating Iona Island. The first interesting fact about this place is that this is a point where a river meets the ocean, forming what is known as an estuary. An estuary is a coastal area with brackish water, partially enclosed where one or more rivers or streams flow into it, maintaining an open connection to the sea. These estuaries serve as a transitional zone between river ecosystems and maritime environments, exemplifying an ecotone, a region of ecological transition. This location carries significant historical value for the Musqueam First Nation, who have resided in this area for an extensive period of time. Historical records reveal that Suquexon, a village situated at the base of the present-day Alex Fraser Bridge, has been carbon dated to be approximately 8,000 years old. Throughout the passage of time, the Fraser River has steadily deposited sediment, gradually expanding and shaping up the lower mainland. Following the course of the river, the Musqueam First Nation established new villages and their territory expanded. The region had an abundance of food resources, hosting a diverse array of wild animals that frequently roamed the area. The indigenous people would skillfully hunt these animals and repurpose their bones as tools. Furthermore, the land boasted a rich variety of fruits, including crabapples, cranberries, and blueberries, flourishing in abundance. During the salmon season, an invitation was extended to thousands of indigenous people, calling them to journey to the river's mouth and participate in the harvest. The majority of the lands that form British Columbia today were never formally relinquished, resulting in present-day land acknowledgements that recognize unceded territory, or land that was taken without consent. Hugh McRoberts was the initial non-native settler in this region. He was born in Ireland in 1815 and later migrated to Australia in 1838. He became entangled in the Cariboo Gold Rush in 1858. However, instead of depleting his resources and compromising his health through prospecting, Mr. McRoberts contributed to the development of trails for the newly established colony of British Columbia, formed in August of 1858. In recognition of his efforts, he received government scrip as compensation for his labor, which he utilized to acquire land on Sea and Lulu Islands. Many years later, in 1957, the Greater Vancouver Regional District embarked on a quest to locate a suitable site for constructing a sewage treatment plant due to the strain on existing facilities. After careful consideration, it was determined that Iona Island offered a convenient solution. However, the municipality of Richmond strongly opposed the idea, advocating for the preservation of the island as a recreational area. An official report lauded Iona Island as an exceptional location, boasting pristine sandy beaches and immense potential as parkland. The island spanned approximately 160 acres, with its northernmost 1,000 feet adorned by sandy terrain. The presence of the North Arm Jetty, constructed from rock piles, extended from the northwest corner of the island, forming a stunning sandy beach on its southern side. This stretch, known as the Spit, measured 1,000 feet at its widest point and revealed a vast recreational expanse of sand spanning 2 miles during low tide. The main section of the island was traversed by 2 channels that fill during high tides. Near the western edge of the spit, makeshift dwellings inhabited by squatters could be found. Although Iona Island was selected as the location for the sewage treatment plant, limited environmental assessments were conducted, and significant opposition arose from Sea Island residents. Nevertheless, the pressing need for a new facility to prevent the discharge of untreated sewage into the local waterways and the contamination of nearby beaches became apparent. Despite protests, the construction of the plant proceeded, accompanied by the construction of a causeway linking Sea Island and Iona Island to facilitate transportation of necessary vehicles and equipment. The plant reached completion in 1963. Additionally, feasibility studies were conducted that same year to explore the potential of Iona Island as a ferry terminal, but the plan did not materialize. Over the years, the sewage treatment plant underwent expansions to accommodate the increasing demands of a growing population. Furthermore, the recreational amenities on the island have been expanded and enhanced, resulting in the establishment of the now renowned Iona Regional Park, which officially opened to the public on August 19th of 1990 by the Premier of British Columbia, Bill Vander Zalm, and the Mayor of Richmond, Gilbert Blair. So I finally made it to the end of the jetty, and this is what greets you. There is a viewpoint, then there is this platform that hangs over or past the viewpoint, and I totally wanted to Titanic the crap out of it, but there were huge spiders, the size of a horse, hanging on those railings. Keep in mind, it's 7:30 in the morning, there was no human activity, so the spiders were having a heyday until I arrived. They actually hit, but I was not gonna put my tummy on those railings and risk some of these spiders dashing to my clothing. I'm a big coward, so that was that. I did manage to capture a few interesting things here, like this bald eagle atop of this structure that I don't know what it is, but it says high voltage. Couldn't find information about it, but the eagle was there. And I also captured these 2 cuties here, river otters. They were having breakfast and they were having a great time. Very playful and very cute. I struggled a little because the sun was shining bright on my camera and a viewfinder and on the display, so I was getting a lot of glare it was difficult for me to find them on the camera. I could see them with my naked eyes, but in the camera I struggled a little. But I managed to capture a few shots of them having a feast. Very beautiful creatures. I couldn't believe my luck. It was a couple of them. What I couldn't capture was sea lion or possibly a black seal. I'm not an expert to know what kind of animal that was. It was in the area. I got a little concerned that it could eat one of these two cuties, but luckily that animal went away and these two were left undisturbed to enjoy their breakfast. I could also notice the convergence of river and the ocean, or the currents, not necessarily the exact point of the river and the ocean, but that changing color on the surface those are currents that could be pretty strong, even though on the surface it looks calm. That's why they advise not to swim here, because of the currents, and you can see clearly the convergence of such currents here. And finally, on my way back, I captured this. And then there was a second bald eagle. This one was perched on the pipe on the trail. It almost looked like a condor. It was bigger and it looked very menacing to me. I took a video with my cell phone as to not disturb the animal, and then it took flight, making me gasp in awe at how beautiful the animal is. I even exclaimed in my own language, "What a beautiful animal." Take a listen. Wow, qué hermoso animal, güey. Wow, qué precioso animal, güey. Well, there you have it. There is a lot more to talk about Iona, but this video would need to be hours long. There are huge conservation efforts to restore Iona to its natural state, getting rid of invasive species of plants, and try to return the sand dunes to the place that apparently are unique. It is also an important and vital point for migrating birds to rest, regroup, feed, and regain the strength to continue their migration. This place is absolutely beautiful. We are blessed to have it right in our backyard, readily available for everyone. There is no cost. There is not even the parking has any cost. It's free, and you can enjoy it on a sunny day, on a windy day. It doesn't matter. It's beautiful, very peaceful, and you will encounter many beautiful animals. You can hear all the birds around me, and if you walk on either one of the jetties, you are bound to see some sea creatures. Let's respect their habitat, let's respect their nature, and take care of this place. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.